I don't have a life. Like, I feel like if I look back on my life, sure, I've made a lot of progress. And I'm talking about the last few years, right? I've made a lot of progress, yes, but I just remember being stressed and overworked and overwhelmed, and I would just get burnt out every few months, and I don't want to live like that again. And although I think slowly it's been getting better, it's still not okay. I'm sitting here like talking to you in the middle of the night, like it's not even, it's like the next day, so it's not okay. And I feel like I might have said this yesterday, I just don't know what to cut because I've already committed to so many things and already put so many things in motion that I feel like if I cut one thing, all of that work will just kind of like meh and go away. And then the other thing, the truth is, I don't know what's the right choice. Like, is it smart to cut A, B, or C? Like, do you know what I mean? And the answer is no one really knows, right? That's why I said A, B, or C, because I feel like if I said them, we could sit here and I can like dissect and talk about all of them, and you're going to talk about them too, and we're like, let's just get rid of this thing. But honestly, at the end of the day, we don't know. I'm just going to have to pick one and move forward. I really don't want to be 70 or 80 years old and look back at my 20s and just be like, yeah, I was like stressed a lot. But I know in moments of stress you do things and you make like big jumps, and that's great. But I want to look back and just say like I was like chill, like, and calm, and I was gonna say happy, but I know like you can't always be happy, but you know, I just don't want to be so overwhelmed and overworked all the time. I think yesterday I said by doing everything at once, I'm not fully giving 100% to one thing. And I even thought about like, literally I can take YouTube right now. I told myself for 30 days I'm going to work out and then I'm going to post it every single day. And I don't even post every single day. There's like days that I'm missing in between, and I get it, like it's, I know it's fine, but it's not fine. It's not fine because I said I would do it. Really, like, what's the reason? I'm the one, like, you guys didn't tell me post every day. I'm the one who came on here and said, I'm gonna post every day so you could follow along with my journey. And then I, like, don't. And the reason why I don't is not because I'm sitting at home watching TV, like, let me just not do this. It's like, I'm working on other things and I'm like, oh my god. And I'm like, oh god, it's like 3 a.m. I can't work on this thing anymore. Like, let me just go tomorrow, and I'll have to like, it's always a give and take. I'll have to put this aside to do that other thing, right? I don't think, you know, I don't think it's not even that it's not sustainable. It's just not fun. And I think that's the problem, is I feel like I'm working so hard to do certain things, but I don't, like, I'm not even having fun anymore. I can't constantly keep living in cycles of burnout. Do you want to know what's, like, I'm not proud to say this, but I was gonna say, do you want to know what's funny? It's not that funny either. Last year, I was like working 7 days a week. Like work, and then like working on my side projects. 7 days a week, and I would like get burnt out, and I would constantly like get so overwhelmed, like, and it would be like this feeling of frustration and tiredness, you know, and I'd either just sit there and not want to do anything, or just like be so anxious and cry, and then I'd be like, okay, glad we got that out of the system, and then just go again. And after a few weeks or a few months, the same thing would happen. And I'm like, that's unsustainable. I know it's like so obvious to some people, but I just needed to maximize my time because I didn't have enough time. But really, the problem was I just took too much on. And I don't know, I just think like you get stuck in this hustle culture. You're young, and a lot of people your age don't do anything, and you're just wasting your time and stuff. So get at it. You have to do all this stuff and achieve all these things, and so I really took that and wanted to achieve all these things, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't think this is the way to go about it, because it just brings me down and overworked and underslept, and yeah. So this is what we're going to do. No new projects. We're going to, the things that I actually have to do and I cannot cut, we're going to phase them out so I could just focus on one thing at a time. And maybe I have to do, I'm gonna do an update video in a few months, because there's a few things that are wrapping up, and as I get a better understanding of what's happening the rest of this year, I want to see if I can cut more stuff out and just keep things that are essential and just do a good job, and do a good job at those things. So I do know something else is coming, but maybe like it'll be fine, because a few of those things are just gonna end soon anyways. So you know what this feels like? It's just me literally exposing my negative habits. I don't want to say all of my habits are negative, okay? But this is the truth. This is not healthy. This is not positive. This is not something, like I said, it doesn't make me feel good. I think it's good. Because if no one else watches this again, at least I can watch this at a time in my life when I am doing better, or I'm not so overworked, and just be like, I'm so glad that I was gonna say talk to myself, talk to you guys, or put it out there. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be glad that in this moment I'm choosing myself. Thank you for listening. This was day 17. I will see you tomorrow.